Hello and welcome to another episode of Laptop Retrospective, and today we have an old friend of the channel back again. This is a video on the Maono PD100W. And I say old friend because Maono and I have a bit of a history. I've reviewed quite a few products of theirs, and I've even purchased some for the use on the channel. For example, the microphone that I'm using right now, I actually purchased from Maono with my own money. It's the T5. Comes with the two transmitters and the receiver that is currently hooked up to my Sony A7R2, and it works really well, as you can tell by hearing my voice. So Maono did send this PD100W to me for the purposes of this review. So this one I did not personally purchase. However, my reviews and my opinions, as always, remain my own. This retails for about 89 Canadian dollars, and the big thing that this does that many other microphones do not is that it is wireless. And the first thing I thought when I heard this idea is, well, what's the problem that they're trying to solve with this piece of equipment? Most people, I think, are very content, and if not, feel much more secure knowing that their microphone battery won't die midstream, mid-recording, whatever. Now, you could certainly run this device hooked up, as far as I can tell, to a USB cable and have a direct line in, no problem. But it does offer 2.4 gigahertz 50-meter range that, in a wireless context, may be useful. So let's go ahead and unpack this, and we'll talk about some of the specs as we go. There are a few different configurations that you can get this microphone in. This includes a USB Type-C receiver that can be plugged into pretty much anything that takes a USB Type-C. On the top here, we have a user manual waiting for us, which is very clearly laid out. It talks about the polar cardioid pattern for the microphone, the stand, how to use all the buttons, color-coded, really straightforward. I've always appreciated Maono manuals. And here is a really quick start guide that talks about how to assemble it, how you can plug it into certain styles of phones, and then of course how you connect the receiver to a laptop or PC. And then on the other side here, it gives you a couple of tips on how to set it up and what configuration should look like. Very straightforward stuff. On the inside, we have a desk clamp. We have a USB Type A to, well, technically it's a USB Type-C to Type-C with a Type-A adapter. It's not super long, so if you were going to use this in a plugged-in mode, you probably want something a little longer. We have the USB Type-C receiver. You can get these with a Lightning receiver, but the Lightning receiver is probably less and less useful as time goes on, and if you're using this with multiple devices, this is really what you're going to want to run. It also comes with a smaller USB Type-C, I guess that'd be female to male connector. So that will be handy for plugging in the receiver itself. And the receiver is very nicely packaged, although it is a bit cumbersome to remove. Here it is. So we will need that as well. Put that over there. Okay, here is the microphone itself out of the box. This thing is pretty light. I do love that arm though, and the size is very nice. It is, spec-wise, a 82 decibel signal noise ratio microphone, 125 decibel max, and 48 kilohertz, or essentially 24-bit sampling rate. A 30 millimeter capsule. It has the windsock and filters all built in. Very handy stuff. Inside is a 1500 milliamp battery. That should give you about 40 hours of runtime. The LEDs around here are RGB controlled, and the buttons on the bottom are on/off, and then the noise cancellation, which has a series of different modes. They say it uses AI, which is fine so long as it works. I'm not too sure if that's just marketing or if it's just good old classic noise cancellation. That's really all that matters. And then we have USB Type-C for charging, and then a headphone pass-through if you need to listen to yourself or pass through computer audio. And on the front, we have our gain, as well as our one-touch mute. Pardon me, the one-touch mute is there. So we'll put that off to the side. And if we lift this, we have ourselves a desk arm. And I believe that's it. So there is no desk mount that, or this will just sit straight up and down. That's probably another package. Let's clear all this up and get this assembled. All right, so here is the microphone. I haven't plugged it in yet, so we are going to have to do a little bit of configuration here. So I've plugged the transmitter in, I believe is live, and I've got it on mute now using the mute button. The other thing that I can do is I can use the Maono Link app, which I have installed for my wireless setup that I normally use to film. And I can also use this for my phone by plugging it in. So that blinking light means it hasn't detected anything, and it's detecting the microphone. And I can set the gain and the monitor volume here. I'm going to set the noise reduction to moderate. And there's lots of different light options, but I'm pretty happy with how that's configured. I can mute and unmute it from here and see the gain go. But really what we're all interested in is how does it sound. So I'm going to unplug it from my phone, which again, really easy to pair. I'm going to plug it back into the computer, and we're paired just like that. And I am going to configure this. Okay, so I now have audio coming through this device. I'll tilt it up so it's in good range. And there is a bit of background noise where I film, but this is doing a pretty good job, I think, of mitigating that background noise. I'd be really curious to know what you think in the comments down below on how this compares with the audio that you hear normally in other areas. Is it too soft, too crisp, too quiet, too boomy? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm also really curious to know whether or not you would use a microphone like this with wireless capability in your setup, or are you going to be sticking to a more wired scenario? I could certainly think of a few places where something like this could come in handy. So I've just listened back to the audio that I recorded with this, and I'm very pleased. It's quite comparable to the T5 wireless system that I use for making videos, and I'm very happy with this. Overall, I would say that at this price point, it offers more or less all the features that you could possibly want in a desk microphone under 100 Canadian dollars. If you are interested and you want to learn more, I'll be leaving some links in the description of this video where you can learn a bit more about the microphone, maybe purchase one for yourself. And if you do end up getting one, or perhaps you already have one and you just found this video, I'd be curious to know what is your experience with it. I think overall I would be pretty pleased picking this up for sub $100, given all the features that it comes with and the versatility. The idea that you can use this in pretty much anything that allows for you to plug it into USB Type C, and it's not the only option available. So you can get this with the 3.5mm TRS, which is essentially what these use. So you have those three options available to you. You can get it with the desk stand, although you might find this to be a little bit more versatile unless you know for certain that that microphone is going to be staying in front of you on the desk all the time. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the microphone, leave them in the comments down below as well, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.